Welcome to the stream right now. We live with HOKUM. You got Adam Scott on the screen right up there. We'll make that go right there. Alright. We're gonna get Adam Scott. Severance. Let me check out the stream quality real quick. Always gotta test the sound. Hello. Okay, sounds cool. Let's check out YouTube. Cause I'm gonna have that thumbnail. I'm gonna go see HOKUM a little bit later today. So he's a journalist. He's a novelist, actually, and yeah, I keep saying making art stream. He's a novelist. He went to this hotel. Like, hey, I came here to check out the honeymoon suite. It's where my parents stayed on their honeymoon. And the guy was all like, the honeymoon suite's been locked for years. There is no honeymoon suite. Honeymoon suite? Who's got a honeymoon suite? That's what the guy was doing. And now imminent? How's the sound? My ear is it's a little loud, but I'll just turn it down. Alright. Let's get this show under the road. I have to do this one, and I have a Super Mario Galaxy thumbnail to make as well. Obviously, since I wonder if I could duplicate this and invert them. So I don't have to do it twice. I'll try that. I'll stick a head right here. His eyes look. Nose is right there. His nose is coming off though. Going through this. Going through everything. I gotta get the body shape. Once I get the body shape, then I get the neck. That comes down. That shoulder. I have a picture of this too. It's cool, but get better picture. The minute I open up something on my laptop, it's gonna start. The stream's gonna start lagging a little bit. Come on. Probably can't see that, but it's okay. Because it's pretty much the same as the ones I'm looking at. And got his shoulders kind of come down a little bit like that. Shoulder right there. Well, arm extension. I would put maybe an elbow right here. His arms kind of coming up. Arm right here. What's going on? He's holding a lantern. Pretty cool. I have to draw a lantern now. I haven't really ever drawn a lantern. Lantern draw when you're doing what I'm doing. Well, what is it that you're doing? Taking thumbnails. Also in school, so can't really be drawing a lot of lantern. Lantern that I'm drawing, it kind of I've missed spots. Let me. This right here. Got the bottom section right there. Section. Round. I'll clean it. Obvious. Edge. Jacket's open. I like a nice cool jacket. I like big head. A big cranium. Ears back. Whoa, 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 what's happening? What's going on at this hotel? Came here just to enjoy myself. I was like, come on, you know you didn't just come here to enjoy yourself. You came here to find some weird shit you could write about. Now you're gonna act all innocent now, huh? Then when something happens, you're gonna be upset. Spirits are trying to kill you and be upset because you had to be nosy, Adam Scott. We all know. We all know you're being nosy. Fine. Sometimes you need good material for your book. Sometimes you need good material for your book. And if you can't get good material for your book, then it's like, oh no. Got some glasses on too. Nose coming out. I see. Yeah, I gotta give him a schnauzer. He has glasses right over his face. Yeah. Oh, what's happening? What did I get myself into? Excuse me. I was in the show Severance. I don't believe I should be here. Supposed to be at work. That's the only reason I'm kind of watching this. I enjoy this actor in Severance. Probably knows that too. He's like, people enjoyed being sick. And stepbrothers. He's like, they'll enjoy me in this. You know he's worried right here. Like there's some fucking shit in this place. Heard a lady calling out for help. You have to watch the trailer to this movie if you haven't seen it yet. Insane. You can call it. You can like make so many. Like, I think this is gonna happen because that was weird why that happened. Like, I didn't know his character was a novelist until I read the description on the YouTube video, but I freaking called it. I'm all like, there's no way. Like, what other reason do you have to stay at this place unless you're trying to get something out of it? Right? You have no other reason to want to be there, do you? I'm not gonna draw himself on this other mirror. I'm gonna draw the scary looking thing. Scary looking animal. For some reason. Got kind of a chin there. His chin is a little, I can't get his lips, can I? Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? What's this? What's going on with Adam Scott's lips? Can't leave him lipless. Got a little bit of a stash too. There's a is And I'm gonna get his beard. Beard hairs here. Make it kind of quick. I don't need to spend all day on. He's got kind of like a little butt chin too. But like a little bit. I thought he had just a goatee, but got kind of. Yeah. You're too far back there. You're too far back there. And he got some sideburns. I was like, he got some sideburns, and that's really gonna make him. They're gonna make it pop. I was on this wrong. Thankful for this. I was on this wrong. Thankful for this. Gotta start over. Okay. I needed to stop and restart my stream. There's been a little. I messed it up. Okay, I think it's good now. Alright, cool. Nice. I'm tired, boss. I'm tired, granddad. Too damn bad. Maybe I made a schnauzer a little too big. Then I schnauzer a little bit. it doesn't look too weird. Put a little bit of a light in his eye. His hair is coming down near his glasses. He doesn't have that much volume. There. Yes, something right. Let's see. Okay, his chin's looking a little weird now that I panned it out a little bit. Yeah, and right here, got some crazy stuff going on in his ear, but like, so when you say keep it simple, you mean like to not put too much detail into it. I make my thumbnails the way I want to make my thumbnails. Podcast stream. Yeah, you're right. No, 100%. Well, I have no idea if this guy's gonna survive the movie or not. I think movies where your protagonist dies doesn't make for a good franchise if you're trying to make a franchise. Everybody knows the horror movie. Horror movies love to continue making more of the same, but only if They're like, okay, I think this is gonna be a little bit more successful. This is working. This is working. People like this horror. We need to continue doing this forever. That's usually how. Things are looking weird with his lips. Again. Great with in the lip department. Like this music, it's kind of like pretty ominous. Face isn't really looking too. I'm Adam Scott in the hit TV show Severance. That's how he sounds. Neck. Got a little jacket design here. I like how the jacket's kind of falling on him. Looking pretty cool. Then he's got like a plaid shirt. Plaid shirts can be a little hard to make, but can I do my best Adam Scott impersonation from Severance? I don't know what I'm doing here. It's just oh, that was bad. Let me practice my Adam Scott Severance. I gotta look up a scene too, though. I can to practice with. Where's his collar? Like, this is not collar right here. That's just jacket. Yeah. Then this one kind of flared out like. Yeah, I think they both look flared out. This is lining up. His this is a little too perfect, his collar, but yeah, I guess. Here. This is pretty much open. On in the jacket. Button. Here. He's got this plaid shirt on. I'm not gonna get the plaid. I'm gonna keep it like that. Undo the back work. I'm gonna have to make the back. I ain't trying to do all that. Like I'm gonna get the pattern on the wall. I kind of want to get like the wood on there. The Primo Otaku, shout out. Thank you. I appreciate the positivity. I appreciate the positivity, God. I like to make thumbnails for the movies that I review, so I'm gonna go watch this one later today. And hopefully I'm gonna try to finish this before I leave for the movie. It comes on at around 2:15. But with commercials, that's more like it's gotta stretch out his arm. With commercials, that's more 2:35, 2:45. Let's see. Let's stretch out this entire arm like that. That looks bad. Let me not do that. I'm gonna undo all that, and then I think I just have to make his arm isn't extended that long, but there's like a bent in here, and I have to get it with the creases, I guess. And it's weird that his jacket isn't lit up right here, even though there's a light. Light's right there. Maybe it's the darkness. It is good deed. The name of the Lord to spread love and positivity. Hell yeah! That's exactly what I need on a Thursday morning. Always gotta spread the positivity. And you are too, look at that. It's a good deed. Now, I also have to spread the positivity with other people as well. Gotta just keep it going. The positivity train. Choo-choo! I get worried about it though sometimes, like with the state of the world. I feel like everybody's down in the dumps. Everybody's just out to harm everybody. Not everybody. I shouldn't like use whole unified words like that, but it just seems kind of no one can get along. I think it's because of the lack of community. There's no more community. No one's going to the arcade to play games anymore. Like, I didn't really grow up around the games at the arcade, but I'm big into fighting games, so that's why I went to that analogy. Point of the story is, if you have a chance to create some community within, let's say, your friend group or just the people around you, and you get to like get people together, that goes a long way in the creating positivity in the world. I need to do more of that. I need to can't just preach it, I gotta practice it. Yeah, you can't just tell people one thing and not do it yourself. So that's my goal, at least. Create more community within, and just create some discourse and talk to people. The more people talk to each other, the more we realize we're not too different, you and me. Humans have become more hollow than dead. That's true, they're hollow inside. I think it's more of the hollowing out of the American identity comes from a lot of things. Consumerism, just keep giving me more and more and more, but like you're never gonna be full. It's almost like everybody has taken on the form of Kirby. You're hollow inside. You're dead. You're a pink, squishy, hollow dead thing. What are you, Kirby? Everybody's like, look, I'm cute. I'm so cute. But I consume so much. There's nothing to me. Sorry, terrible analogy. Don't use Kirby for your sinister, for your cynicism. At one point, Nintendo was doing its insatiable hunger through. At one point, Nintendo was doing the Lord's work, the work of society, bringing people together. But that ended after the Nintendo Wii. So the reason it ends with the Nintendo Wii, that was the last console that brought families and friends together. 4 controllers hooking up into one system. Everybody, they come into the living room. They all play the same game. They play Mario together, 4-man, and they throw each other off the stage. Have a splendid time. I feel like they're trying to bring it back. They're like, this is the culture of Nintendo. We want to bring people together, families. We're family oriented. But then online kind of stops the people from coming together. They're like, I'm gonna stay home. I think I'm gonna stay home. that carves an even deeper well than there already is. Like, I'm gonna stay home. What do you mean you're gonna stay home? Come on over. No, I'm gonna hop on ranked matches instead. That's me. Unfortunately. Like, I'm gonna hop on ranked matches. And then we've commoditized time. Time is now a commodity. Well, time's always been a commodity. But now, like, even little things like me drawing right here, I'm not drawing for fun. I am just drawing for fun, but like, I'm craving my own sense of community with the online world. I also want to keep my sense of community with the real world, but I need like another extension of it because I'm craving it too. I'm craving more community, more communal, just more conversation. What are your thoughts about human connections? I think human connections, this is pretty deep. Because people can connect on many ways. Either they have shared connections where, you like a certain thing, idea, place, or you have similar backgrounds and then that brings people together. Or sometimes people connect on just like having opposing ideas and just talking through them. I think people should just be able to connect on anything, really, because I think we should act as if we're living in a global society and not more of a like a nationalistic sense of society where I can only connect with, let's say, someone who's also living in the United States, and I'm not going to connect with somebody who lives in South America. I think I should be able to connect with anybody. There should be human connection across the globe. Because one, we're all human. We all live on this planet called Earth. This big spaceship that's flying through space. What we do connect on, that needs to be explored through conversation, discourse, things that we both like. But honestly, like, there's probably a little bit of connection anybody can make with anybody in the world, like, at any given moment. It doesn't need to be like super deep. And I think if people are open-minded and willing to understand other people's backgrounds and lives, and then like listen to it, acknowledge it, take it in, accept them for who they are, and then explain who, like, hey, this is me, this is who I've become throughout my life. People probably don't know themselves too much either. Because people get disconnected from themselves a little bit. One, because identity is pretty complex topic to think about, like identity, who you are, where you come from, where your parents come from, your experiences. Have they made you who you are, or are they just letting you, like, do you have the free will to mold yourself into who you want to be, and you take the experiences that you have and you just let you grow? I've been talking a lot. Let me see what you've been saying over here. For me, I think human connections are more of a need. A need we all want to be fulfilled, because staying alone is quite lonely. Through that, like, I don't think anybody should ever be like alone. I know some people like call themselves a lone wolf, and they crave like solitude, but I think that eventually leads to a little bit of like corruption, like within that person. And not saying like that person is corrupt in the sense like they're gonna do something mischievous to, well, yeah, maybe they're gonna do something mischievous to either themselves or other people if they stay lonely too long. What was I just watching? I was just watching something. You have to watch The Drama. It's a movie with Zendaya and Robert Pattinson. It just came out too last month, so I don't want to ruin it for you. but I would say Zendaya's character, while she was an adolescent, was a lonely person, and she saw community in the worst of the worst. That's kind of a spoiler, but not too much. He said, I will say it right now from my own view of the world. You are a good man. I wish there could be more of you. I appreciate that, Supreme Otaku. I love your username too, Supreme Otaku. There was an anime that I was watching, and it was the first anime that ever, I think it had Guilty Gear in the anime. It was called, I know it was called Otaku something, but it was from my brother who introduced me to it, and it was just a group of people who would stay in a room. They had school, and they would stay in a room. They would play video games, read manga, and it was just like a slice of life type of anime. It was early on too, but now I'm into the mainstream stuff, all shonen, Dragon Ball, Naruto, One Piece, of course, big three. Have you watched Dexter? You're just, of course I love Dexter. You're just connecting with me so hard right now. Name's Supreme Otaku. Have you watched Dexter? Are you about to get into some, we need a real life Dexter in the world. Someone who will remove the evil. I mean, shit. If we had a Dexter, we probably do. There is definitely a Dexter in the world, but the thing is, no, there's not a Dexter in the world. Because if there was a Dexter, we'll hear about it on the news, like people missing, like bad people missing, because for some reason, all people who are evil have some sort of power and are like notable people in Hollywood and politicians and stuff like that, and they never go missing or anything like that. I'm not trying to advocate for any political violence at all. I think we need leaders in the world that speak more positivity into the world than negativity, and that want to collaborate and have discourse such as we're doing. I guess there's two Dexter lovers. I think evil needs to be removed, but death of others is not the right way. I wholeheartedly agree with that. Evil needs to be contained, and then take a pillow over that containment and you slowly smother it until it stops. Did you just describe smothering somebody on your stream? In front of the Supreme Otaku? Are you okay in the head? I'm fine, I'm alright. Hey, you brought up Dexter, moving evils. And I thought of one of the many ways you can remove evil. Why would you care about an unknown man who's already quite a ghost? Who's the ghost? I think you now, I'll tell you, we almost had a Dexter on our hands too. But you gotta tell me who was the ghost. Was I just saying something and then now I'm like, I confused myself? The Dexter we almost had was Luigi Mangione. Free Luigi! I wonder what's gonna happen to him. Like we haven't gotten any news about Luigi or anybody that has been in the news or I guess that wasn't too recently anymore. We don't get any news about Luigi anymore. Since his trial. He definitely has a cult-like fan base. The unfortunate thing is, it's like people are being so controlled to where I've missed a spot on this entire lantern where I think there was a McDonald's worker. I think it was a McDonald's worker, wasn't it? That turned in Luigi. He was like, I think we have I think I have the man. Like, you work at McDonald's. You're barely making any money. But then again, now was he like, I'm doing something good? And everybody was like, no, no, no. He probably thought he was doing something good. I can't hold it against the McDonald's worker, but I kind of want to. Oh, you meant to say about the evil guys out there? Luigi. I guess there would be a Mario out there too. Hey, that's true though. They're like, where's his brother? Get him. I'm gonna go watch. Have you seen the Mario movie? I'm gonna go watch that this weekend. I should have seen it already, but I didn't. I'm like, yeah, I'll watch it. I'll watch it sooner or later. And then I go watch the drama, and I go watch Michael instead. That's 100% what happened. I should go see Mario. Go watch this Michael. Now I was about to say something else too, but nah, look in my mind. I actually had Brian like a Luigi and a Mario. Who's Brian? I do carry a little curiosity about you. Are you lonely? No, I try to create community in my life. I've been lonely. I've had moments where I needed and craved more human connection, and I try to keep my friends together. I try to like if they can't come to me, I'll go to them. But I usually try to be like the hostess, where I'm like, you guys just come here. I don't want to travel really. I don't want to get out the house. You seem like quite the extrovert. I'm like, sometimes I'm an extrovert, sometimes I'm an introvert. And I also have a girlfriend, fiance now. I have a fiance, and she helps me not feel lonely. I think the way I'm communicating with you right now, I try to talk through my ideas that are in my head with her a lot, because sometimes if you don't get it out, it'll come out in a worse way. So like forms of expression, I think that's something that people need to be a little bit more familiar with. Like, what's your form of expression? Tell me about yourself, Supreme Otaku. Are you like, do you feel lonely? How do you express yourself? I'll wait for you to answer so I don't have to keep rambling on. What you'll start to learn about once I get there's a lot of times where I'll be in the chat or I'll be sitting here and I just won't be talking as much as I'm talking now because I don't have anybody to talk to. And then sometimes I'll just be like talking to myself. But I'm glad that you're here and that I get to talk to you. You have a fiance, that's lucky, man. It's always better to be open, speak your ideas. Yeah, I feel pretty lucky because I think throughout my dating era, I would search for love, and you have to be open and willing and accepting of love, and you have to be able to express what love is to you, to your partner. And I think love's pretty magical, and I'm happy I get to experience it with another person. Because I was struggling for a while to find somebody that was willing to accept me for who I am. And I think now that I have that in my life, it's pretty warm. Pretty, you know, butterflies flying around you. Oh. I just got a chat on Twitch as well. I know you're watching on YouTube, but I'm doing a duo stream, Twitch and YouTube. Someone told me that their headphones are broken because of their naughty cat. They can't hear my voice. They want me to respond via chat, but it's almost impossible to do that. Let me see what you said. I am quite a bad guy. What? No. I am 18 years old, just turned 18, not gonna lie. But I'd say I'm not lonely. I got a loving family, a good one. They are raising me well, but my life is not that happy. Quite mundane it is. I'll tell you a quote that I have. I have two quotes on my calendar right here. You can't see it, but it's right here on my wall. And since you're Supreme Otaku, I'm going to assume that you take in anime. You like watching anime, and anime openings might inspire you. I get inspired by anime openings. The jumping through the sky, the trying to accomplish anything, and to be the main character of your story. So I have two quotes on my wall. This one's from One Piece, and it says, "The one who can change the future is always yourself." So when I think about like my future and what I want it to be, I always have to think about the actions that I need to take for my future and what I want to be in the future, how I want my energies to be enacted in the world. So you should think about the same thing. If you want to change your future, you always have the power to do that, and you're the only one who can do that too. So that's one of the quotes. The second quote, and I had someone disagree with this quote when I said it too. They said, on the quote goes, then this one's from Naruto. Effort never betrays you. That one's from Guy Sensei, actually. I think it's from Guy. I think my Guy said that. I just wrote Naruto on my wall. I didn't write Guy who said it, but I'm pretty sure it was Guy Sensei. Guy Sensei! I was a big fan of Rock Lee when I first started watching Naruto. Before they wrote his character off, he's the character who I was like, that's my guy. My parents said I am a genius. I was good at picking stuff up. I had this talent where when I just read stuff, I understood it. Math is my favorite, so is science. But I feel I am still weak. Like this type of weak, or because both your physical muscles, like the ones on your arms and your chest, those can grow. So can this. Your brain's a muscle, and that grows as well with mental strength. And that comes from positive affirmations and things that you talk to yourself in your head. But yeah, the words you speak are true. Guy Sensei is indeed right. Guy Sensei is always right. I've been reading Naruto too. Let me show you. I think I should be fine putting this up on the screen. The Shonen Jump app. I have recently I've watched Naruto many times, and I wanted more of it. So I was like, let me start reading it. So I'm on the Sasuke retrieval arc. Just so you know, like Naruto's about to set up a trap. Let me stop though. I'm on the Sasuke retrieval arc in the manga. I've seen the entire anime though. But if you're a genius, just know that's your superpower. For me, I believe what is this music? What are we in? Are we in a club? What the hell's going on? I put on lo-fi chill study beats, and I'm getting womp 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 womp. Let's do this. I am still a guy who lacks a lot. It feels like I'm living in a shell, my body a mask. I wish I could remove it whenever I wanted, just like how Dexter carried his urges like a dark passenger. I carry one too, but unlike his, mine is not built on trauma of death, but it was my anger. Huh. What were you angry about? Is it within your control? Is it something out of your control? Or is there something about yourself that you're looking to change? Which got compressed by me trying to smother it and created something bad. Listen, when I talk about smothering, it was the evil. Don't call yourself evil, because I'll talk about smothering evil and you said you're a bad guy. From the moment right now where I'm getting to know you, you're not a bad guy. What it sounds like is, you have so much capabilities and you want to do the best that you can. You just gotta take it one day at a time. It's not that simple, but a lot of it's gonna do with how you speak to yourself. Do you speak positivity with yourself, or do you speak negatively about yourself? While we're talking on this, I was bullied a lot, whole decade. My head was smashed into walls, doors by kids who were stronger than me. Sorry. I'm sorry that happened to you. That's devastating. Is any of that still happening now, or how are you dealing with those experiences? From what I've learned about with traumatic experiences, it is better to talk about it and to get it out with, similar to what we're doing now with your parents too, and with a professional. Because I don't want to say anything. I don't want pity, but don't feel sorry. It's not pity. It's what this is empathy. Because I don't want to say everybody's been bullied, but like I've been bullied, and I've had to deal with the assholes of the world too. But it's hard to just like say hey, blanket statement, these bullies are assholes. It's more of they have been groomed and abused as well, and they see this as the way for them to get the upper hand in life. And unfortunately, the people who do enact the bullying end up being institutionalized, either when they become adults and they try to fuck around and find out behaviors that they do, they end up in prison, unfortunately, or they end up somewhere else. So I think getting through something like that, something as traumatic as you've been through, should be like, I've experienced the worst. Things can get worse. I've experienced a very bad moment in life, and I've risen above it. It's not much. I was always ahead of them. They are weak. Their mind was peanut sized. You know it. But now I live on my own legs. I can fight, but I choose not to. That's what I'm talking about. So you're speaking the positivity within yourself already. Because just here's something. I soon will be. I'm not a teacher yet, but I'm studying to be a teacher. I would like to use whatever influence I have to help the next generation. And I see there's too much, like, it stems from the leadership that we have in our politics and the leadership that we have with the people who are successful, either from what we see on our phones, from what we see online on social media. Like, why are the worst of the worst becoming successful, making money? And then why are their voices being held to such a high standard? So I decided to start studying how to become a teacher, or going to school to become a teacher, because I think the next generation, well, the generation I come from, has the power to change the world, and I can help create a society, or wish and hope to create a society of people who know that these people like shouldn't be representing the rest of the world or who we are, and they're like, I can do better than them. When I used to work at my last job, that's pretty much how I became a manager there. I would see other people do the job. I'm like, I could do that. Like, they're not doing anything better than me. Like, I have the ability and more to be successful doing what they do. And I think it also came from me. I just held myself at a higher level in my head. I'm like, I think I might be better. That's me being a little too confident, maybe me being a little too conceited. Hey man, you use Discord or anything else? Yeah, I have Discord. My Discord is, I should say I use Discord. I have a Discord, but I don't use it that much. Feel free to add me on Discord if you'd like. Let's see. My name should be the same as my same name. My name's the same as my Twitch name, Too Much Dog 44. Let's see. Teacher, that's a noble profession. Thank you, appreciate it. I do write literature. I wrote around 2 poems. Oh yeah, a poet? You got a poet up in here? I like a good haiku, I'll tell you that. And let me tell you, I'm not sure if I'm talking to yeah, I'm gonna assume you're a man because your name is Supreme Otaku. Otaka. But I was gonna say, poems. You got a lady that you like. Poems work nice with the ladies. I wrote my girl a poem. Or at least I would. My version of a poem. I would go for a haiku. That's what I did. Could you add me, Father? 27271. It sounds quite funny. I am a guy. Father! On some trunks. Don't try to sell me anything on Discord. You're gonna be like, you know what you need? You know what you need? A banner. Hey, I put Father 27271. Nothing came up. Deleting organic life form. There, I'm gonna keep you. You can add me on Discord, and I'll add you back once you do. My name is Too Much Dog 44. I typed in your username and it said nothing came up, and I want to finish this. See, I have HOKUM to work on, and then I also have Super Mario Galaxy to work on. So go ahead and add me on Discord, okay? I was going to write a third one It's more like vendetta than an actual poem. What do you mean by that? It's more like vendetta than an actual poem. Let me also see when this movie is on. Mortal Kombat 2. Oh, Mortal Kombat 2 comes out tomorrow. Damn, I have another movie I need to watch too. Comes on at 2:15. So I think I'll stream for at least a couple of hours. Okay, I got your request. Jung Hyuk. Where are you from? Where you from, my man? I did send to you on request. You can check. I got you. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna finish this jacket. I also have he's got 2 buttons on his jacket. I gotta draw a little bit more because obviously this doesn't really go down entire way. How long do you think this jacket would actually be in real life? You think this jacket is ending right there? So drawing that little divot won't look weird? I'll get some folds up in here. Get some folds up in here, up in here. A vendetta is something, or more like an argument, by the way, people or groups of them. You're from India. Shout out India. One of my very, very, very good friends is from India. I don't know what part though. What kind of India it is? All he told me was when he gets married, he's gonna get married in India. Seems like a trench coat, or half its length. Yeah, it's like I'd say it's like a trench coat. I can't really see it. He's got an arm over here too, but I'll do like a little off-screen arm action. And it looks like he's got like a pocket or something right here. But this seems to be like just in shadows, so not have to worry too much about it. Where'd his pants be? Thinking about his pants would be like, I'd put his pants like up here. And his short. What you don't do is I think it's a good place, but due to the political tension in the country and discrimination between minorities and the majority, it seems like a bad place. I guess I don't really know too much about India's politics. Besides, like, let me see. Now we're gonna do a little bit of a lesson. Let's see. What are India's? I can learn to type. India's politics today. Let's see what comes up. Live politics news from India. The latest politics headlines. You're like, weren't you just saying you had this this drawing to finish? Yeah, I was Supreme Otaku, but give me a second. Bihar Cabinet Portfolio. What website is this? Is this the Economic Times? Bihar Chief Minister Samrat Shudari has secured crucial ministries. He will oversee the okay, I don't really know what that's all about. I need something a little bit more easy to digest. Okay, see, BBC. You always gotta trust the BBC, the British Broadcasting Center. What's he stand for? The top BJP leaders A shot dead in violence after Indian state election. Going on, Supreme Otaku. So you think the pants should be a little bit lower? I think that's too high. I was thinking if he had his shirt tucked in. Let me see. I'll look at it a little bit lower in a second. Superstar VJ stuns rivals and reshapes politics in Tamil Nadu. Now let's. What is the current political status of India? India is a parliamentary republic led by the President of India, who, as the ceremonial head of state, holds formal executive power. Dictated by parliamentary elections, the President appoints the Prime Minister as the head of government along with others ministers. Okay. Alright, I think that's enough of that's enough of a little history lesson. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Come on, Siri, don't listen to me. Okay, I'm just gonna make his shirt untucked, actually. Yeah, it's just... I don't like how they here, so that's weird. His jacket lifting up right here. Gotta add a little bit of the detail. A little bit of the detail so it looks a little bit more natural. Doesn't look too His shirt's kind of open though in this picture. To wear like, oh, this is the hard part. Let me see if I can get this. Okay. So the shirt comes up. This one is open like that. But this one kind of see the top of it. But it's open. Weird a little bit, but collar going here. You draw a shirt that looks a little. There we go. Boom. Yeah, open up his chest a little bit. This looks a little. Let me see if I got. You have this arc right here on your neck, and I'll give him kind of a similar opened up. Here. That was looking a little weird, wasn't it? Yeah. You didn't say it, but you were thinking it. Hey, his neck is looking a little weird. The thing is, the minister of our states, the West Bengal, after losing the election, refused to give up the seat. Huh. That's a very dictatorish type of thing to do. I'm a little worried our president might do something similarly as crazy in the coming years. It's so like, why are so many people afraid of this person? Like, are you kidding me? I guess when you hold so much power. But he says, wouldn't the coat seem more baggy on the side as the guy is raising his arm straight? It looks baggy, but like, what side are you talking about? Like, on this side, it's baggy. Pretty baggy over here. It's a pretty big coat. Like, kind of baggy right here. It's a pretty big coat. What I need to do is get all the creases though. Left side. This side right here? That side? That left side? Or his left? This is his left. Yeah, I think I like that I left his left it a little bit open. Left his shirt open right here. It's like, it's not tucked. Then I kind of gave a, kind of see a little crease right here. I think I'm not gonna make his, I see his, the side his arms at. Okay, this looks a little weird right here. Do you watch you watch any movies? I guess I don't really know, like, if these are the American movies. I know India's got Bollywood. Do you watch movies like this, or are you more into like Bollywood? Your nose looks good. If you have any flicks, you're like, listen, this is the one that you have to check out. What's the Oscar winning Indian movie? That's what I need you to recommend to me. And I'll be completely honest with you, if I do a review on it, if it was trash, I would say this is not worth to watch. And if it's good, then I'll be like, oh, this is... So what I'm saying is, don't recommend your favorite movie that you like because you know it is more nostalgic. Recommend the movie that you're like, this is critically acclaimed. I'm a guy who has very low preferences. I don't watch movies any at all. The last I watched was Fight Club. I think the Oscar winning, I'd say more. Fight Club's a great movie. You can't not like Fight Club. Like I don't think I've ever met someone who's like, no, I actually disliked it. What? Disliked Fight Club? Just kidding. That's a good beard. Yeah, one thing I do know, and this might just be an Indian stereotype. I'm sorry, get offended, but I know you can grow one hell of a beard. I know your beard's like wham. But I grow this out, my face gets itchy, and it just looks like it looks like it will never be put together. And then this stuff right here, this is the worst of it. Before that, you watched American Psycho, and then there was another comedic movie called The Dictator. Okay, you got a pretty good movie track record. I would say you got a pretty decent movie track record. There's so much good film out there. There's this YouTube channel that I would watch called Cinefacts. I think they're part of IGN now. And I think his hair looks a little too big, but I kind of like it. And they would go over like, what are the best shots of all time in a movie? I think that's what got me more into like actual cinema. I know his hair is like pretty straight, but I want to like give it some texture. Like, so is that how you got so pretentious when you're about movies? Listen, me being pretentious about the movies I watch is my business. You're like, I didn't just insult you. Why did you just insult yourself? This is how. I'll just shade that. Okay, I'm gonna clean up some of this stuff so I can. I know it looks pretty rough, but I think I'm just gonna go a little bit rough with my thumbnails, at least until my process gets a little bit better. But while I'm talking about movies with you though, let me tell you what my favorite movie is. And I'm gonna do the exact opposite of what I told you not to do with me. And I'm not sure what this movie's been rated on Rotten Tomatoes or like by the critics. It should be pretty well received. My favorite movie all time. I have a few. But my cult classic is Back to the Future. I love me some Back to the Future. Marty McFly. Some Biff action. Knock knock, anybody home, McFly? If you there you go, that's a bully that everybody loves to see lose. So if you want to watch a movie about, not about a bully, but where a bully gets what he deserves, then you gotta watch Back to the Future. In my opinion. Then let's see, next I'm gonna put up on the not chopping block, I'm gonna put up on the best movies. Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. It's perfect. Then I'm a big Marvel and Disney guy. So I'm of course I'll put Sam Raimi's Spider-Man. And if you that's the original Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire. You're like, which one? So not Tom Holland. Tom Holland Spider-Man's good. But the Spider-Man I'm gonna choose for my greatest movie all time list would be Tom Holland's. Tobey Maguire's. I'm upsetting myself that I even made that mistake. Let me get some more detail on this little canister. Let's see. Hold on, I missed a lot of what you were saying. I was just talking. You did watch Interstellar. Interstellar is phenomenal. It is amazing. The soundtrack. Look up Howard Zinn. I don't know, you probably know Howard Zinn, but you're 18. You might not know who Howard Zinn is. One of the greatest producers of music and one of the greatest producers of theatric music. Music that's just grandiose in cinema. Howard Zinn. Check him out. And if you like Interstellar and you like space movies, I would say check out Project Hail Mary. That one just came out with Ryan Gosling. Here's a shameless plug. I did make a movie review on Project Hail Mary. It's on my YouTube channel. Check it out. But I'm a big fan. It's more of a ramble. I ramble about how fantastic Ryan Gosling is. Almost where people might think that I have some sort of connection or feelings for him. I don't, but I do. Let's see how long I continue to ramble about things. Yeah, of course, I've watched The Dark Knight. Fire. Can't not like The Dark Knight. The first time I saw The Dark Knight, I saw that bootleg. Don't tell the DC extended universe, please. Let's see. It's just a good movie. I'd say watch it. It's Tenet. I've seen Tenet once. I would say I need to watch it a second time because this is when I saw it in theaters when it came out. One of my brothers. It was pretty loud, a pretty loud movie, and I wanted to pick up on the plot a little bit more, but I was having a hard time following along. So I need to sit down and watch Tenet in front of my TV. It seems like you're a fan of Christopher Nolan, though. because you just brought up 3 Christopher Nolan movies: Interstellar, The Dark Knight, and Tenet. So I see you. Christopher Nolan is a great director, and I can't wait until they're releasing the Odyssey, and the Odyssey is gonna be phenomenal. See, I've done Indiana Jones. I watched all of Marvel. I've watched all of Marvel has to offer. I need to watch some of the new TV shows that came out. Got Daredevil Born Again. I haven't watched that one yet. And this Lannister is crooked and it's kind of pissing me off. I haven't watched Daredevil Born Again yet, or Wonder Man, so I gotta check those out. But I've seen all the movies. Today is an actual Peter Parker, but I'd say Andrew was the actual Spider-Man. That's crazy. That's insane. You're saying Andrew Garfield was Spider-Man. Andrew Garfield was Spider-Man, but he wasn't Spider-Man. Spider-Man is not cool. He doesn't skateboard, and he doesn't get the upper hand with the witty banter with Flash. Okay, Flash, and maybe that's just me enjoying what makes stereotypical Spider-Man a very stereotypical Spider-Man, but like he was more of a noble guy, and Andrew Garfield Spider-Man wasn't. At least to me. By the way, I also listen to music, more classic ones like Beethoven, Chopin, and Queen. Listen to Queen. Chopin? I haven't heard them. Beethoven, of course. Moonlight Sonata action. Ryan Gosling. Now I remember I watched La La Land too. La La Land's fire. In fact, City of Stars. Don't make me do it now. Don't make me start singing it. City of Stars. That's all I know. Alright, if I put the lyrics up on the screen, I could probably get a little bit more in there. I might do that. City of Dreams. Why is my iPad? Stop listening to me. Go away, Siri. See, you see how they're already listening to everything I'm saying. Hey, Siri's listening to me, they're listening to you too. Supreme Otaku, they're all like, what's he doing? Why is he talking to so many people online? He's not evil enough to create discourse. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna leave that as is. Now I'm gonna add some. Let me see if I can use this. Got like a lot of dark right here in his eye. Yeah, make sure that's. I think I might change the color scheme a little bit. Like I gotta color him. Maybe I'll color him. I'm not sure. I'm unsure if I'm going to. Make this exactly the way it is on the screen, or if I'll just I'm not sure if I'm gonna make it exactly the way you see it up there, or if I'm going to like have it be black and white. I also wonder why the light shining on his face like this. Kind of weird. Where it's like kind of dark, even though it shouldn't be. Because the light's right in front of him. I guess I can assume that there's an overhead light. Cheekbone. I'll blend it in too. It's pretty dark right. Of course, his neck is pretty covered in shadow. My guy, you know JoJo? It's peak. Come on. What do you think you're talking? Of course, I know JoJo. I love JoJo. You can't really see my bookshelf, but I got some JoJo books back there. I am kind of upset though. I'm upset at Netflix. Let me tell you why. Because they're releasing Steel Ball Run. Where the hell's the second episode? Where's the second episode, Supreme Otaku? Huh? You wanna tell me? Oh wait, it's not out? Why not? The first episode came out last month. I was beyond pissed off. Like, what the fuck? Are you gonna release one episode of the season and then that's it? Like, are you kidding me? Are you legit kidding me? Let me see what else. I have not watched ReZero. I've seen some good things about it, but is that the anime where the kid dies all the time? That's called Peak Gatekeeping. That go level 99. Netflix really bad. Netflix is pissing me off. Yeah, but I think ReZero is that the show where that kid keeps dying? Have you seen what was it called? What was this damn anime called? Solo Leveling. I was almost not going to watch that. But then I was like, hold on. This is kind of This is like a classic anime. Kid trains and gets stronger. Has a reward system that's actually pretty cool. I was like, I can get behind this. I thoroughly enjoyed Solo Leveling. And then what else did I just watch? Gachiakuta. That one came out not too long ago. Pretty good. My opinion. It took a little bit while for me to get into it though, because they're using, it's like their power system is just using trash. Like, why is their power system using trash? Solo Leveling is generic. Hilarious. You're not wrong. It is pretty generic. But I think that's why I enjoyed it. Solo Leveling is like how do I explain solo leveling? They saw the formula. They're like, okay, we need a protagonist that's this, and this. We need a protagonist that he just becomes the best. And then they did that. They did that, okay? Honestly, it might be the animation though. The animation of solo leveling was pretty peak. And you can't deny that. Even if it's generic. You can't deny that the animation wasn't phenomenal. And if you try to, then you a hater. As simple as that. Because sometimes people just be hating to hate. They're like, I'm gonna hate on this because it's different. Hey, listen, I would never hate just to hate. Are you kidding me? Do you know me? I'm Supreme Otaku. Is that what you're saying? I haven't read the chat yet, but I can probably assume that's what you're saying. Hey, hate! It's like I'm kind of on a roll right now with this shading. This is all dark over here. I don't want to make it all. I want some contrast in his jacket. Let me see what you're going on about now. I definitely have to get this in better, but it's coming along. I would recommend a novel if I want to read. Okay, what's it about? I'd say it will be worth the while. I don't really hate anything. Hate is kind of a big word. Dislike, probably. You've used a lot of words that remind you of my younger brother. It's just the way he types. What's the book? Animation did carry solo leveling. Not gonna lie, that's the other word you used. I don't know why I haven't watched ReZero, to be honest. Like it's not like I've heard bad things about it. Like maybe I don't hear enough about it. But if it's, you would say it's worth the watch? You would consider it worth the watch? Because let me tell you, my YouTube movie reviews is tailored on saying if things are worth the watch or not. And I know it depends on the audience too. Depends on if it's being tailored towards right people. From what you've gathered to know about me so far, would would you say that's a show tailored me to watch? Probably just be like, yeah, you watch anime, of course, just watch the damn show. What are you talking? Like anime, watch the show. I will, damn. Hey, fun. Stop yelling at me. Or yelling at myself. His face looks kind of weird. ReZero is the top one isekai. The name omniscient readers. The point in the short form. Let me Google this. Was that the entire name of this book, or? That's a popular Korean web novel and manhwa about Kim Dokja, office worker who is the sole reader of a stalled web novel, Ways of Survival. Hold on, coffee break. When the apocalypse from the novel becomes reality, damn. Apocalypse. Dokja uses his exclusive knowledge to survive and alter the story's ending, maneuvering through dangerous scenarios managed by Dokebai. 22 hours? Is this it?
This is the story of a boy who read a serialized web novel that no one else seemed to notice.
I was like, that looked just like Solo Leveling. You said this ReZero slams Mushoku Tensei? I don't know Mushoku Tensei. Listen, you're in your bag. You know a lot more than me, it seems like. Let me, you're like, listen, you're on that shonen shit. Let me get you out of the shonen, okay? Okay, hold on. I put slams, but it was just Mushoku Tensei. What is the controversy surrounding Mushoku Tensei? Hold on. What show did I watch? I watched The Devil Reincarnated as a Part-Time Worker. That's me going in my bag. Look at this. The Devil Reincarnated as a part-time. Oh, the devil is a part-timer. This is me going in my bag. This little, the devil is a part-timer. He's just working at what is almost like a McDonald's. I love this shit. But I watched this probably 6 to 7 years ago, I want to say. My friend recommended it to me. And I think it was either on Netflix or we watched it on Crunchyroll. And we just sat down and watched like 20 episodes. The guy I'm making, his face seems Indian. Does he? No, he's not Indian. He's this is a white man. Let me show you who I'm making. This is a white male from Santa Cruz, California. That's as white as it gets. Yeah, I watched The Devil Was a Part-Timer 6 years ago. Around 2020. Maybe around 2018. It was probably closer to 2018, so maybe 8 years ago. I'm aging myself, aren't I? But this is the guy I'm drawing. You might recognize him from hit TV shows such as Parks and Recreation and Severance. He's also been in movies such as Step Brothers and now HOKUM. California? Yeah, that's white enough. I'm telling you, California's how white? Okay. I should probably just make all of his hair black, but I think I'm gonna go a route where I try to just shade it in so I can keep the textures that it has, and I'll be able to add a little bit more texture with this brush. You see how like it's just, the more you press down on it, the more you layer it, the thicker, the darker it gets. That's the good thing about this. I'm gonna use this for his hair, and then I'm going to. There's another brush too that I can use, and it'll give me a little bit more precise action. So it's not just big blobs of shade. So I want like some, and then I'm gonna get some. I'll get some white streaks, so it looks like there's a little bit of texture. Just, he's got black hair. That's the extent of that. If you want the texture for hair, just make all black and then use the eraser for lines. It seems more natural. Are you the artist? Do you know what you? No, I'm just kidding. Listen, but I still need to add the detail. Because then if I did all black, let's just say I do all black. This is what it would look like. Get my say it's all black. Say that's his hair. And like I'm trying to get the detail, so all I need to do is erase. Let's say I do sketch. Well, let me try to do the one that I was using. I have to make the eraser similar. Let me look at. I have boot brushes actually. I have a thinner one. Yeah, this looks. I use it as a base. Oh. Okay, then I guess I can keep the little light parts, right? Not too bad. Huh. Let me try that out. I'm not gonna try all of it though. Hold on. I want to continue with what I was doing, but then I'm gonna go back in. I think that might be a pretty good idea. So I'll get the darks. I still want some grays in his head though. I don't want to make it all black. Gotta work with the grays and the whites. And I guess I can also a little bit more. I can get this hair, little flies. I think having fly hair like out on the side, it just seems to add a little bit more character, authenticity to the walk. What do you do? Supreme Otaku? Do you like the arts? I know you like the maths and the sciences. This. Okay, now we're gonna see how this. I'm gonna use this and I'll try erasing. See how that looks. Should I erase harder? Erasing might be the wrong idea. Maybe I should just add some whites. I sent you a drawing left unfinished on Discord. It's from JoJo. I think you might like it. I am not that artistic. Like I said, I have no preferences, but I deviate towards anything that seems interesting at the time. that sounds like you got some preferences. You got preferences. I have no preferences. But here's my preference. What character? This is pretty cool. What character from JoJo is this? It's pretty accurate too. I know there's no one else on the stream, but look at that. Look at that. Let me show you some of the other stuff I've done. I did my Michael Jackson thumbnail. This one just dropped on YouTube. Then I did Project Hail Mary. This one, it was very rushed. Oh, that's from part 7? Okay, it's Steel Ball Run. That was Gyro. Gyro Zeppeli. Yeah, let me look up Gyro. I don't want to ruin anything for myself. I think it's hilarious that they made him look like this. Give him a grill. Okay, that was Project Hail Mary. And here's one battle after another. Let me see, do I have any JoJo reference? Oh, here's a JoJo reference with me and my fiance. I'm Dio, obviously. I'm the bad guy. Then I wanted to do something like this, but I didn't do anything with that picture. Let's see what else. There's a couple of Smash characters. This is my favorite one. I drew Falco before they gave him bird feet. So there's his one panel where there's a ball going in his eye. Okay, but they haven't. Oh, this one right here. I haven't seen this. This is a spoiler. You're spoiling the show for me. Ah! What's the power? I need to know this power. The rotation. Then let's see. Here, I drew one of my, this was one of my Indian friends. His name was Neil. And one of my buddies was like, hey, can you draw him as a... What he told me? He was making an album. So I was like, this is my album cover. And this is what we landed on. So I was like, all right. I think it came out pretty decent. I gave him some flowers. He had a cocktail in his hand, but I made it a beer instead. Made it shiny. And this is how it first turned out. Oh, that's rough. Neil Perry? Nah, it's not Neil Perry. His name is just the Neil. His name is Chef Neil. What's his last? Let me see. Well, how I not know my I don't know. It's like Perkmon or something like that. Oh, Ulikuri. I don't usually say his last name. This guy right here. This is Chef Neil. He's not actually a chef, but he makes fire food. Let me see. Let me show you. Does he still have anything on his? Nah. I was trying to see if he had food on his. Does he have food on his Instagram? Yeah, but this food doesn't really look as good. Yeah. He used to live in Chicago. Now he's out in North Carolina. For whatever freaking reason. Unfortunately. Okay. By the way, I sent you 2 poems I wrote. Maybe I can send them on Discord. Yeah, send them on Discord. You want some feedback? I'm not a poet though, but I do know good poems. What type of literary techniques are you using? My English isn't that good. I'm still learning. Okay. Yeah, if you send them on Discord, I'll review them, or I'll look at them. I'll review them. I'll review them live on Twitch and YouTube. Just kidding. I'll check them out when you send them at some points. Let me get back to this. I've been thrown off task. You see what you do? This is my problem though. I have undiagnosed ADHD. I would just assume. What do you mean undiagnosed? Meaning I get distracted very easily, but a doctor never said he's got it. You know it's a serious problem, people with ADHD. Listen now. I need to keep this one on this so I can erase easy. This lantern kind of like stylized, I guess. Go back to this layer. This. Get some shading up in here. Up in here, up in here. Damn it. Movie comes on at 2:15. Well, I gotta make some food before I leave. I don't want to go to the theater hungry. I'm going to make myself an egg sandwich. Yeah, at some point. Sorry, but life's quite distracting. It is. There's just so much. At all times. But you can wait and look at the beauty. It wouldn't be considered a distraction after that. Okay, I'll wait. I'll wait to you can send it to me whenever, and I'll read your poems. And it's almost like I know a poet now. Not almost like I know a poet. I do know a poet. As long as you keep writing poetry, then you are a poet. That's how I feel about like the art I create too. I'm like, as long as I keep creating the art, then I am an artist. No one can tell you you're not, unless you're just not doing it. Then they can be like, you're not even creating anything. Oh, fuck that jazz. Once you lift this off, it's hopefully, I'm gonna try to finish this. I'm gonna try to do this in one sitting. This thumbnail. I gotta hurry up. Like, you've been saying that for how long? This is just me encouraging myself now. You got this. I feel like creating anything is a noble thing. Like, it feels like a burden of the shoulders, a kind of redemption. Creating's redeeming. You're redeeming yourself. I think we are just meant to be creative people. Like, no one was meant to work for somebody for pennies on the dollar. You know? Very noble pursuits to be an artist. I think anything that's self-expressive. It can be vulnerable. To be a little more vulnerable, being self-expressive. I think that's the beauty in it. Okay, let me blend some of this in together. Like, what's on his face isn't really blending in well. Okay, I like how that's turning out nicely. Make those edges. The edges are a little too harsh, so I like to soften those out a little bit with my little blending brush. And after I finish this, I'll show you some of the stuff. Oh, damn. I'll show you some of the stuff that I've done traditionally as well. Nice, nice. The world is supposed to be felt and to be made to feel, but slowly it feels like the kind of thing is going away, far away. Human emotions are slowly less empathetic. This is true. We are meant to feel. We know this to be true with our emotions and our nervous system. Our flesh and bones take in a lot more than what our society is willing to accept. So I know you're in India, but you guys might have a similar system set up where what's being rewarded is individualism and the pursuit of profit. What is being taken advantage of is your time and your attention. So, and you can tell me if this is the same in India, but at least this is what it goes on in America. Your time and attention is of what's valued. So, as a corporation, if that time being your labor can be put to use for our game, and if your attention, when you're not being used as a labor machine, can be drawn elsewhere, then those companies are profiting off of it. So there's been, like, our society just profits off of people's attention and of course their labor. And then what's returned to you as the provider of said labor and time is an unlivable wage and mental health issues. That's what you get from it. So, like, this right here, this phone, look, check that out. Check out that one piece. Yeah. This phone right here is the worst thing for your brain up here. But these companies, this is my conspiracy theory. This is my big theory. The tech companies are in bed with the medical companies because if I can extract your time and attention, then I can get some money. And I also am giving clients to the medical industry. And our medical industry or our healthcare system in America is shit. So that's a whole lot of money. This is a very evil cycle. Tech companies and the healthcare industry working together. They're like, how can we make someone's life terrible? But us up here, we're gonna make so much money. People have these conversations too. Like, this 100% happens in like corporate executive boardrooms. And then they're all like, if we're not taking advantage of them, then someone else will. It's like, you guys are monsters. You guys are the worst of the worst. If Dexter would hate you, then you got something else coming. And the good thing about Dexter too, Dexter would not discriminate. He's like, you could be wealthy, you could be a criminal. He was like, I got this itch, and you're gonna help me scratch it now, cause you're a lowlife. Our Dexter was great. Even if it was just kind of crazy. Okay, how do I have to take this. Should I merge them together? I'm gonna take it. Alright, let me duplicate this. Duplicate. Okay. This one. Move this over here. Then I'm going to flip. Boom. Oh, he looks weird on the other side. This hand isn't really. Also. Okay. I get the background up in here. Oh, that was a bad burp. It's pretty much how Kafka described it in the book The Metamorphosis. People are viewed as nothing, but the amount of utility they provide. You know about the Metamorphosis, okay. And things being Kafka-esque. I thought the Metamorphosis, it is about people being viewed as nothing and being taken advantage of unless they can provide something. But I thought it was also about, like, the absurdity of the situation that the character in the Metamorphosis was in. Because he turns into a big roach, right? I remember he was bedridden. He found out he turned into a big roach. And then was it his dad? Someone that he was with threw something at him. I think they threw an apple at him and it cracked his shell. I have to reread the Metamorphosis. The current world views a person's life only by the amount of utility he provides to the corporation or the world. If he lost that value, he is no longer a human. Damn. You said it perfectly. That is how the world operates and how the world thinks. Unfortunately. The world thinks, how can I get more value out of this individual? And if they have no value, then they're worthless. They're tossed to the side. But I think these people who have the power and that undervalue the people at the bottom, they're doing a disservice for the entire global society. Because only a few things can happen. Either people at the bottom decide to rebel and cause a revolution, and at the same time, the people who are in power, they're gonna get older and crusty and disgusting, and they're not gonna be able to stay alive. They're old, crusty, disgusting parts. But these people will eventually lose to these people through either rebellion, protests, speaking up, or just the reform and change that's needed. Honestly, I also think this is what could happen. What's that movie called? I think it's called Idiocracy, where society just gets way too dumb. So me being a part of the society, I'm trying to prevent that from happening. Where these people get too dumb to stop these people from creating whatever dumb laws and ways that they want the society to be. As long as these people stay educated, fight back. That's why I'm being a teacher too. If I'm being honest with you, man, rebelling won't amount to anything. It's a cycle. I know it's not gonna amount to anything, but that's what will happen if the people in power push down the people that don't have the power for as long as they do. So it's like a say you have a dog that you're not feeding. The dog can be like, fucking feed me or I'm gonna bite you. Might be a bad analogy, but you take that analogy on a mass scale. You have few people pushing down and not tending to the necessities and the needs of a large group of people. They eventually fight back. And I think that's one of the calls of a society that's on a decline is if your society's on a decline, a large amount of people are losing wealth and basic necessities to live, and then eventually rebellion happens because they have so much wealth and it's not being dispersed across everybody else, and there's economic declines as well. But I think those are some of the factors that happen. Like, what if we look at like rebellions across time, what's happened before that rebellion for them to be like, there needs to be some sort of change? Look at Vietnam. What happened in Vietnam? France was still enslaving people in South Vietnam, and they were trying to force Christianity, or Catholicism, Christianity into their nation. And then you have North Vietnamese who are trying to separate from the South Vietnamese into France, and they're fighting back. They're like, no, they're our oppressor. So what happened? North Vietnam, they were Buddhists, and they wanted to be separated from their oppressors, started fighting South Vietnam and the French. And then the US got involved because we're going to tend to France's beck and call for whatever reason, and we didn't support North Vietnam. There was a lot wrong happening within the Vietnam War internally, but that's one example where slavery is still happening. The French are still enslaving Vietnamese people. North Vietnam is fighting back, and that's what created civil unrest in Vietnam. And then French cried to the U.S. The U.S. started fighting France's battle for them, and Americans should have never been over there. That became a whole catastrophe. So there's a little bit of a history lesson. When the ones who were at the bottom come to the top, they too will feel the power and will continue what the ones before them did. It is also true that once rebellion happens, can they create new strategies and or new policies that don't perpetuate the same wrongs that the last administration or system did? I don't know. I don't have the answer to it. I would like to think that powers that come in are able to have a plan of, hey, once we take over, like, this is what we gotta do. Like, we gotta have some sort of a plan, right? I also want to put this guy's head on. Being way too distracting. I want to put this creepy thing's head on the body. I'll do that. Should I do? Let me see. Should I do some background first? Let's see, I'll try to figure it out where his whole head. Maybe I make his hair a little bit longer. Let me not do that yet. I should get some of the background first. I'm so wishy-washy. I think maybe you should think. Sometimes not always answering is good. What do you mean by that? Not always answering, like just accept it for what it is. let the question ruminate in my head. I think what you're asking for is you should create some inner dialogue within your head before you start speaking. Have I heard of the songs of Queen? No. I have not heard of the songs of Queen. Let me see. Like, the group Queen? I've heard of Queen, the group. Is this what you're referring to? Yeah, I know Queen. Love me some Bohemian Rhapsody. Is it a real life? Is it just fantasy? Easy come, easy go. And let me stop. Get back to this. I need this. The hell? I'm just gonna use this for the background, see how it comes out. Which one's my Bohemian Rhapsody is the best Queen song? And there's another one. Good old fashioned lover boy. Don't stop me now. I love Under Pressure. Don't stop me now. Another one, Bites the Dust, is classic. There's another one that bites the dust. The villains that, what was it? Killer Queen from JoJo's Bizarre Adventures. That was actually pretty cool. Okay. I'll do this. Another one bites the dust. Wham, wham, wham. Another one bites the dust. Kira Yoshikage. Great villain. I think he's one of the underrated villains in JoJo's Bizarre Adventures. Like, he's in... What part is that? Is that part 4? He's in part 4. But that's kind of like a... Everybody just talks about Dio. And who else? Dio and... What was the villain in part 5? Diavolo. Fantastic villains. I mean, they honestly just do a good job making good villains in JoJo's Bizarre Adventures. The music stopped playing. Diavolo, the villain in part 5. Yeah, I think... I'm not sure who I like more, Diavolo or Dio. Because Dio's like classic, best JoJo villain. But Diavolo, I actually felt like he might murder everybody. And he had that pretty cool, like, I have 2 personalities, you're never gonna find me. Okay. There is... Yeah, let me go back to my image. There's a little bit of door frame right here. Door frame. By the way, there's another very underrated Queen song called Nevermore. Just about 1.5 minutes long. I'll have to check that out. I unfortunately can't play Queen on the stream. Hold on, give me 1 second. BRB. My girl texted me, she's like, hey, I left this thing at home. She has this Aura ring. Like, can you check it? It says the battery's dying. I get it, don't play it. But, you know, just give it a try. It's low-key good. I'll listen to it at some point. I just gotta remember, let me add it to my liked songs real quick. Nevermore. Queen? Nevermore? Okay, I see it. Then give me a hot sec. Got a extra bag. Hey, love. Heart. That gal. Include the heart when you're texting your boot thing. It's still plugged in. It, that helps. Yeah, she might need to get a new Aura ring. And then there's Radiohead, Pink Floyd. Oh my god, there's a lot of people. There's like good music out there. You have a opinion on Michael Jackson? But I love Michael Jackson. I'll tell you that right now. I like it. I shouldn't say I love him. I love his music. You're like, what you mean you love Michael Jackson? You don't know that man. You're right, I don't know that man. Yeah, I might have to get these little crevices in this wall too. This way. I'll just get a little thing. I'm not trying to get too. I want the background to look kind of like I didn't really like, it's just kind of light. I don't want it to look. And like, this is a mirror. Like, I don't know how am I supposed to get the reflection of the mirror on here. It's almost like Luigi Mansion. That's a wood right here. I know I have the lantern wrong, but yeah. Michael, seriously, that guy needs no opinion. He was and is the epitome of music. His aura, before it was a thing. Honestly, he was aura farming before aura farming was a thing. He had big aura. He was. Do you watch One Piece too? The level of Michael Jackson's hockey when he would go out and be like, "Oh!" The entire crowd gets knocked out. They don't make them like they used to. This right here. Let me put a drawing guide on real quick. I'll make sure my lines are straight. You're like, that shit is crooked. You're right. Little line. I just drew this line here. Why can't I erase it? Oh, because it's on that. Like, Eric, calm down. It's just the erasing function. Why are you getting so angry? I just get so upset sometimes. I think I can get like a something to replicate wood texture on here too. I think I might try to do that. I'm not gonna do it all myself. Okay, this. How can I get this door frame like that? There it goes. Now it goes way more up, like way more up and way more diagonal. It's like almost you can't even see it. That's how they want it to look. This part should be erased. And then this part should be filled in a lot. Okay. My guy is Shank, but Shank was made after him. Who's Shank? Guy is Shank? Shanks from One Piece? Hey, listen, I know Shanks all too well. Like, no, I'm not talking about One Piece. You're not talking about One Piece, then what are you talking about? That doesn't look like a light switch. What is this thing? Little wall decoration. Nah, it's okay, just draw the wall decoration. This too. Yeah, there's like a little bit of a frame here. Hey, 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 hey. What? What? Okay, this is. Gotta put this above everything. think I'm gonna have to let me this that hit that flip. I don't wanna redo. I erase that. I just need the marks on the wall. I'm actually excited to go see this movie. Just hockey. By the way, you played or watched football? I'm more of a basketball player, I'll say that. So, for football, did I ever play football? Back in grade school or high school, I would throw the football around with my buds. I wasn't really a football player. And then, what else? This is so funny. There was something else. No, watch football. Not a lot. So, my favorite team is the Chicago Bears. And it's because I have to be a Chicago Bears fan. I live in Chicago. I would not say I watch football all like that much. I watch Bears games from time to time, and I primarily watch football when my buddies are watching football, or if it's the playoffs, or if it's the Super Bowl. So there you go. Okay, I want to draw a rabbit's head on this fella. This thing right here. So weird looking. Do you watch football? Like, that's what you're supposed to ask me back. Who's your favorite football player? Let's take it to a timeout. We're all baseball players. Sorry. My inner Key and Peele came out. creepy look. This is all right. My prediction of the movie that this character somehow investigating himself or trying to write a story about himself. He's like a crazy person. You draw these bunny ears better. How these bunny ears be placed on his head, right? This is kind of looking a little weird, but second. Dark, evil looking eyes. That bunny looks creepy. Let me see. Okay, who's your favorite player? Right now, Caleb Williams. Honestly, not really picked anybody else outside Caleb. Oh, you meant soccer. That's hilarious. Do I watch soccer? Not a whole lot, but it's similar to soccer. Like, that's as much as I watch sports. One of my buddies is a big Arsenal fan, and I think on Monday Arsenal's playing in a championship game. So, hey, I'm a ride or die Arsenal fan right now. I'll tell you that. What about you? You're like, not American football. God damn it. I don't watch a whole lot of soccer though, or football. Sorry, very uncultured. Who's your favorite team? Do you think I should get more into soccer? I was a pretty big fan of Ted Lasso. I'm drawing these bunny ears horrendously. The only good thing about this over here is that you can't really see them because they're backward. I'll adjust. There's a witch. There's some sort of witch element in this movie, but I'm not really too sure like how far it goes. That's it's gotta look creepy. Okay, let's see. I got wrapped up in my shits. Okay, also I watched Shutter Island 3 days back. Fantastic movie. Good stuff. My favorite team is AC Milan. Like literally prime AC Milan. Maldini, Zoltan, Dino, oh my god. Zadorf? And that too, under Carlo Ancelotti. Soccer is peak. Literally literally peak. Get into it. It'll consume you. Amuse you. Okay. I thought you were saying consume. It'll amuse me. I agree with that. I'm pretty easily amused. Might be able to tell. I don't think I'm easily amused. If I was easily amused, I wouldn't be. I'd be enjoying pretty bad movies too. I don't enjoy bad movie. Let's back up. I'm gonna erase some of his face. Let's see if I'll keep some of the shade though. Shadows on his. HOKUM. Should I get into? Should I color it? I probably won't color it right now. I gotta go make some food before I go watch this movie. Let me look up this team real quick though. Let me look up AC Milan. Cause you got pretty hyped about this team. Okay, all right. Here's its full name. Let me see if I can pronounce this right. Associazione Calcio Milan, also referred to as AC Milan or simply Milan, mainly outside of Italy, is an Italian professional football club based in Milan. Okay. What drew you to this team? What made you an AC Milan lover? Is it these guys that are Maldini? Let's see, let me look at these people now. Maldini. He's a former football player. Listen, I'll know he's good if he's got a clip show come up. Why is the greatest defender of all time? Okay. Let's let this load. Let's see if the highlight reel agrees with him being the best defender of all time. The straight aura. What's going on with this? Pause the music.
The greatest Italian football player of all time is...
I'm gonna say Maldini.
What's yours, Thierry?
I'm gonna have to go also with Maldini.
Maldini.
Paolo Maldini.
Maldini.
My last name is Maldini.
Hello, Paolo. This is Thierry. What I want to tell you is very important. I never had the opportunity to say it. We played against each other in '98. When I realized I was coming on and playing on the right, I suddenly got scared because of what you represented. The defender that you were. For me, you empathize what defending is about. And the human being is even better than the player. And I just wanted to tell you that, man, you used to scare me.
The human being is even better than the player.
El jugador más duro contra el que jugaste.
El más duro, bueno, más duro, no más duro, pero más difícil. En el sentido que él era muy.
That's like a
muy
AC
bueno,
Milan
no
highlights.
duro en el sentido que te quería pegar, ¿sabes? Pero más difícil era Paolo Maldini.
Paolo Maldini. Paolo Maldini. This is from 4 days ago. Did they lose though? Yeah, come on, let's get on with
This
it.
round has brought both. We've seen that from Berardi against me.
Oh, they lost this one. Best attack, best midfield, and best defense. Trust the current AC Milan might seem a little bad in front of its prime, but it's still good.
Rolling it into the path of Domenico Berardi. Cool, classy finish from Sassuolo's talisman.
Yeah, I want to see some cool shit. Let me look up this guy, Zlatan.
Fist pumping celebrations from Berardi's 130th goal.
I have too many tabs open. Let me close some tabs. Every goal highlight of this season. Okay.
Attenzione all'apertura invece dall'altro lato per Rebic che si invola a sinistra, va adesso Luis Felipe a chiudere. Rebic in area, le finte, sinistro dentro per Ibra!
Ibra!
Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
What's with this music? Like, play the rock.
Scende Bennacer, tanto spazio a disposizione una volta superata la prima linea di pressione, va largo da Ibrahimovic. Calcia Ibra!
Calcia Ibra! There's prime AC Milan clips. Prime AC.
Ibrahimovic con la punizione.
Okay. Prime AC Milan will make you love football in 2024. Did you make this? Was this you? You're like, listen, I'm a genius, but that doesn't mean I can make a YouTube clip. Oh, come on, what's going on? My laptop's a little old. Like, what are you doing? Like, stop running so much stuff on me right now. And I'm like, work harder. Oh, you gotta follow through. All right, I'm gonna watch this bicycle clip, and then I'm gonna have to call it a day on the stream. But I gotta go make some food before I go watch this movie. But make sure you subscribe to the channel so you can see the next time I'm live. Come back and chat with me. Famous 30-yard bicycle kick versus England.
With a view to trying to prize him away from Crystal Palace. Oh, Hart didn't quite get that right. Oh, look at that!
Oh, that was actually pretty cool.
You won't see a better goal than that this season. He's got all four, and Sweden have rather embarrassed him in the second half.
That was actually insane.
You can't coach that kind of brilliance. Instinct.
Cool, appreciate it.
Hart's head didn't go very far, but
Comment, like, and subscribe.
Simply fantastic.
This has to be a, like, I know I'll just kick it over there because I know it'll probably drop. Like, it's either gonna drop, like, I'm gonna kick it out of bounds, or it might get somewhere close. That takes some accuracy though. But nice. Yeah, Supremo Taku, appreciate you stopping by. Next time I'm live, stop by again. I will, let's see, I hope to stream tomorrow so I can do the Super Mario Galaxy thumbnail. And then I'll let you know how the HOKUM movie is. Literally, soccer is something you should get into. That's a world record level. I see, that's the thing too. I like to travel, and every place I go, they're like, there's just millions and millions of soccer fans. And there's like always games on. So, and I enjoy this sport more than actual American football. Go to a bar, have a pint. You can't have a pint yet. You're only 18. Oh, the legal drinking age in India, what age is it? The younger? Over here it's 21. Anyway, alright, that's the stream for the day. I'll catch you on the next one. See ya, Supremo Taku. Shoot me those poems too. Okay?